the Cleveland Cavaliers have declared that they want to keep Kevin Love with or without LeBron James, which is cool and all, and it's technically the right thing to do. But performance-wise, Kevin Love hasn't been performing in the playoffs. And on the biggest stages, besides Game 7 of the 2016 NBA Finals, he has faltered very, very far. He's fallen far from grace from the Kevin Love we know in Minnesota. I don't know if it's the weight loss. I don't know if it's the concussions. I don't know what it is. But he's basically like Mr. Glass from that movie Unbreakable. He always gets hurt. He's never dependable when the team needs him to be there. I know some people disagree and say, hey, he's their best three-point shooter. He's a second option. He doesn't play like a second option. He doesn't demand the ball like a second option. He just doesn't attack the game like he used to. And some of that is due to LeBron James and his greatness basically dulling Kevin Love's effect on the court, because you relegated a guy that could rebound, score in the post, mid-range, and shoot threes to basically a spot-up shooter. And, that's coaching criminality, and that's also star players he played with. And it was it was Kyrie Irving and LeBron James' fault, because a lot of times they just never really got Love going, only from a spot-up three perspective. But, hey, set a screen for him so he could get in the low post, like how Stephen Curry does for Kevin Durant. These are the small things that could lead to big results. So that being said, the way that Cleveland has been treating him and the way that he's been playing for Cleveland, there's no need for him to stay there. Yes, he's this, that, and the third to you guys on paper, but in reality, he doesn't produce how he's supposed to. You don't treat him like a star quality player. Plus, you could trade Kevin Love and get nice young pieces and basically formulate a rebuild. If I understand, Kevin Love wants to finish his career there, but he's not dependable. He's not reliable. That being said, you have to get rid of him before he gets another concussion injury. I mean, Game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals, he couldn't play because he had a concussion. He had to go through concussion protocol. Things like that really make you think, if we keep this guy, we'll just end up like the New York Knicks, paying a bunch of guys that get injured all the time and paying them way past their contract. They have to get rid of him. They have to get rid of him. And the fact that they're exclusively saying they want to keep him or whatever the case is, it's bad for business, because it's just like, now he feels like he's comfortable enough to have lackluster games. We haven't seen this 2010 Kevin Love, when I say 2010, I mean 20 plus points, 10 rebounds consistently since Minnesota, and that's over 3-4 years ago. So I mean, come on, man, we gotta see glimpses of this. We can't just keep seeing the same thing. Every year he comes back in better shape. He looks like he's added things to his game. Then when it gets to the biggest stages, he can't perform. He cannot perform. He'll have all right games in the finals. This year he had 2 okay games, but overall he just wasn't spectacular like the star player Kevin Love that we know. The guy that went to New York City, had 30 points and 30 rebounds. None of that. We're not seeing any of that. And at this point they have to move on. If LeBron James leaves the organization, they have to move on from everything LeBron James. They have to formulate a team that's better suited for the personnel that they have there and the personnel that they want to bring in. The future draft picks. You can't have old appendages of LeBron James' team there, because that's going to be a disjointed effort to come together and score and be a cohesive unit. So they got to get rid of Kevin Love. I disagree with Max Kellerman saying that's pathetic, because I don't think Kevin Love's a pathetic player. I just think the way that they treated him has been overall pathetic. Therefore, they have to move on from him.